guys, oh yeah, I'm wearing a hat today because it's getting colder, finally. Our weather has been in the 60s and even at one point like the low 70s, so it's in the 40s right now, so I decided to, I guess, wear a hat to celebrate. I've never done a November favorites video, but I thought that I would get started on it because I kind of want to tell you guys like personal stuff that I've been really liking too, like music, things that I've been doing, things that really get me excited, and all of that stuff. A lot of the things that I've been liking are Bath & Body Works products, but I'll get into like the really random products. Neosporin. Yes, the good old Neosporin. Why I really like this is because, okay, so I don't know why, but one day I was sleeping and then I woke up to like this massive pimple. I couldn't tell if it was a pimple or a spider bite, but I like to assume it was a spider bite. But I well know that it was probably a pimple. It was just like sitting on my cheek. And the worst thing is, if I get a pimple because my skin is pretty clear, it's just like a thing sticking out. Instead of me going to the drugstore because I'm always so lazy to drive, I just decided to run around my house to find random things to put on. I got things from like toothpaste, actual acne creams, and just tons of really random things. After a few days, when the pimple started healing, I started noticing scarring. Because I started seeing scarring, I just decided to put on Neosporin for the heck of it. And honestly, a few hours later, like I'd say like about 3 hours later, I noticed that the scarring of the pimple started diminishing and it started becoming a lot lighter. I was like, oh my god, this is a miracle cream. But it took me about like a week or 2 weeks to completely make the scar unnoticeable. So if you have scarring problems, maybe this will work for you, maybe not. I don't know like the actual scientific breakdown of what's in here and why it makes the scarring disappear, but all I can assume is it's because it's a antibiotic pain relieving cream, and this is actually supposed to prevent infection, so maybe that's why. Maybe it clears all the bacteria. I don't know, I'm no mad scientist. I don't know the scientific breakdown. It's just random stuff from Bath & Body Works that I got. I guess I'll take it off. Okay, it's kind of bugging me. I got the Kitchen Spice one, and it's really dirty because I have a really bad habit of messing with candles. Like, you know when it's burning and the wax is just really clear, I like to stick my finger in it. It's not hot at all, it's really warm. I just stick my finger in it and just see it like warm up on my skin, and then I just kind of like flick it into the trash can. If you like really bold smells, this one would probably be for you. And it's a mixture of nutmeg, allspice, hazelnut, and caramel. To me, this is very similar to their homemade cookie ones, just for the fact that it's really sweet, but the smell's a lot more bold because it has the different spices. And so those are that. I also picked up a few bath products. I love warm vanilla sugar. It's one of my favorite smells. It's just really nice, subtle, sweet smell. I've smelled a lot of vanilla fragrances and they smell so strong. I smell it, I'm like, oh my god, what is in this? And it gets all up in my nose. I'm like trying to get the smell out. Like I also really like these other two by them. The Secret Wonderland one, and I think they collaborated with Victoria's Secret with the smell. So it's kind of like Bath & Body Works and Victoria's Secret having a love child. This is their fragrance. It's a really pretty smell. I don't know how to describe it. Here, smell it for yourself. Apricot. I don't know how to pronounce this correctly. I call them apricots. So this apricot smell, I like it. It's fruity, yet it's not overly fruity to where it smells like a summer smell. It has kind of like a really warm smell to it, obviously, because it has the signature vanillas on it, so it has to be really warm. It's perfect for all seasons in my opinion. Ooh, this one, I really like this color. This one, the OPI Nail Color, and this one's in Brisbane Bronze. You can see that. And it's a really, really pretty color. You know, I would have it on my nails, but hold on, I'll swatch it for you. I cannot paint with my left hand for the sake of my life. It's a really pretty brown color. I really, really like it. And Yeah, my fingers are not equally painted. When I painted this hand, I got really lazy to paint this hand, so I went about 2 weeks with only one hand painted. I get really bored in some of those blow-off classes where the professor's yapping on about who knows what. I'm like, okay, I really don't care about your personal life. So I'm like sitting there picking my nails, and this is what happens. I'm not very high maintenance with my nails at all, so I just kind of leave it there and look like someone completely just stomped over it. Some of these classes that I sit through, we have like a freshman 101 class, and we talk about anything and everything that has to do with college, literally. So one of this ladies, she comes in about sex ed, and I'm like, okay, cool. I thought that sex ed was only supposed to happen in high school. Like, you know how Mean Girls, where Coach Carr was handing out the condoms? I thought that was that was only supposed to happen, you know, back then. Start wearing hats now. I should have gotten the black one, but I didn't really like it, so I got this one. And it's apparently called the newspaper boy hat. And what else? Oh, okay, so on to the stuff that I'm a little bit more excited about. Oh, I'm like crouching to the camera. Music. I've been really liking M83. If you're into like really indie music, I'll post the links down below so you guys can take a listen to them if you want to. But I really like M83. They're a really chill indie band. The Mary Onettes, I really like them. They're kind of, from what people describe it, they sound like an 80s band. So if you're really into 80s music, they're a really good band for you. Oh, and The Naked and Famous is really good too. If you like Passion Pit, they're kind of like the girl version of Passion Pit. Oh, and my shows. Oh my goodness, this is such a guilty pleasure of mine. I've been watching Vampire Diaries. Yes, I got onto that bandwagon too. But I have to say, those two guys are good looking. For some reason, I've just been finding it really interesting. And that is one of my guilty pleasures of the month. I have not gone to see Harry Potter. What a shame, right? Like, you would think that I would be the first person to stand in line and be in my Hogwarts costume. Harry Potter, you know? But no, I didn't do that because honestly, I kind of hate going to see movies the day that it shows, for the reason that is there's so many people, and I'm like, I don't want to be here right now. On good news, I'm going to see it this Wednesday. Okay, is it just me? But when I turned 11, I swore I was going to get a letter from Hogwarts saying, Michelle, you have been accepted to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It never happened. And I was so bummed. I'm like, why did I not get my letter? I want my Hogwarts letter. I want to become a witch. I'm like, Hermione's a muggle. She got accepted. How come I didn't get accepted? And I just honestly kind of sat there in misery on my birthday. I'm like, what is this? Maybe they're late. You know, I'll give them a week. Yeah, a week later, still nothing. I can still dream that I'm going to Hogwarts someday soon. I'm starting a human rights group at my school. Funny enough, we have over 100 different organizations at school, but none of them have a group based on human rights. So you know what? I decided to create my own group. I get to be president now, so it's really exciting because I get to raise awareness and I get to advocate for like different human rights organizations. And the thing that I'm kind of concentrating on is human trafficking, modern slavery, which ties into women's rights, which ties into me being a modern feminist. And I think one of my friends, he's gonna be focusing more on gay rights. Is that some of my November favorites? Oh my goodness, it does. I feel like I should talk about more. No, I still have one more product I forgot to show you guys. I got this at Target. Oh, it's so comfy and it's so soft, it's so warm. And look, it even has a hood. Those are my November favorites. No! Oh my goodness.